ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
सूत्रार्थो
सूत्रार्थो
वर्ण्यते
वर्ण्यते यत्र
यत्र
वाक्ये
सूत्रानुकारिभिः
सूत्रानुकारिभिः
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
स्वपदानि
स्वपदानि
च
च
वर्ण्यन्ते
वर्ण्यन्ते भाष्यं
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो
भाष्यविदो विदुः।
विदुः।
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि
ॐ
आप्यायन्तु
आप्यायन्तु
ममाङ्गानि
ममाङ्गानि
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि
प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमतो
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथोबलमिन्द्रियाणि
बलमिन्द्रियाणि
च
च
सर्वाणि
सर्वाणि
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
सर्वं
सर्वोपनिषदम्
ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्
मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु
निराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणमे अस्तु
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु
तदात्मनि निरते उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु
ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
द्वितीयखण्डस्य चतुर्थमन्त्रः अविज्ञातं विजानतामिति अवधृतम्
अविज्ञातं विजानतामिति अवधृतम्
यदि ब्रह्म अत्यन्तमेव अविज्ञातम्
यदि
ब्रह्म अत्यन्तमेव अविज्ञातम्
लौकिकानां ब्रह्मविदां च अविशेषः प्राप्तः
लौकिकानां
ब्रह्मविदां च
अविशेषः
अविशेषः प्राप्तः
अविज्ञातं विजानताम् इति च परस्परविरुद्धम्
अविज्ञातं परस्परविरुद्धम्
कथं तु तद्ब्रह्म सम्यक् विदितं भवति इति
कथं तु
तद्ब्रह्म सम्यक्
भवति
एवम् अर्थम् आह
एवम् अर्थम् आह
प्रतिबोधविदितं मतम् अमृतत्वं हि विन्दते
प्रतिबोधविदितं मतम् अमृतत्वं विन्दते
आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यं विद्यया विन्दते मृतम्
आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यं विद्यया विन्दते मृतम्
प्रतिबोधविदितम्
प्रतिबोधविदितं
बोधं बोधं प्रतिविदितम्
बोधविदितं
बोधशब्देन बुद्धाः प्रत्ययाः उच्यन्ते
बोधशब्देन बौद्धाः प्रत्ययाः उच्यन्ते
सर्वे प्रत्ययाः विषये भवन्ति यस्य सः आत्मा
सर्वे प्रत्ययाः विषयी भवन्ति यस्य सः आत्मा
सर्वान् बोधान् प्रतिबुध्यते
सर्वान् बोधान् प्रतिबुध्यते
सर्वप्रत्ययदर्शी
सर्वप्रत्ययदर्शी
चिच्शक्तिस्वरूपमात्रः
चिच्शक्तिस्वरूपमात्रः
प्रत्ययैः एव प्रत्ययेषु अवशिष्टतया लक्ष्यते
प्रत्ययैव प्रत्ययेषु अवशिष्टतया लक्ष्यते
न अन्यत् द्वारम् आत्मनः विज्ञानाय
ज्ञानाय
अतः प्रत्ययात्मतया विदितं ब्रह्म यदा
अतः यदा
तदा तद्मतं तत् सम्यक् दर्शनम् इत्यर्थः
तदा तद्मतं तत् सम्यक् दर्शनमित्यर्थः
सर्वप्रत्ययदर्शित्वे च
सर्वप्रत्ययदर्शित्वे च
उपजननापाय वर्जित दृक्स्वरूपथा उपजननापाय वर्जित दृक्स्वरूपता
स्वरूपता
नित्यत्वम् विशुद्धस्वरूपत्वम्
विशुद्धस्वरूपत्वम्
आत्मत्वम् निर्विशेषता एकत्वम् च सर्वभूतेषु
आत्मत्वं निर्विशेषता एकत्वं च सर्वभूतेषु
Siddham bhavet.
सिद्धं
सिद्धं
भवेत्
भवेत्
Lakshanabhedha bhavat.
लक्षणभेदाभावात्
लक्षणभेदाभावात्
Yomnaha iva Gatagiri Guhadishu.
व्योम्नः
व्योम्नः इव
घटगिरिगुहादिषु
घटगिरिगुहादिषु
Vidita Anyat Brahma iti.
विदिता विदिताभ्याम् अन्यत्
विदिताभ्यामन्यत्
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म
इति
इति
Agama एवं परिशुद्धः एव उपसंहृतः भवति.
आगमवाक्यार्थः
आगमवाक्यार्थः
एवं
एव
परिशुद्धः
परिशुद्धः
एव
एव
उपसंहृतः
उपसंहृतः
भवति
भवति
दृष्टेः द्रष्टा
दृष्टेः
दृष्टेः
द्रष्टा
द्रष्टा
श्रुतेः श्रोता
श्रुतेः
तेः
श्रोता
श्रोता
मतेः मन्ता
मतेः
मतेः
मन्ता
मन्ता
विज्ञातेः विज्ञाता इति हि श्रुत्यन्तरम्.
विज्ञातेः
तेः
विज्ञाता
विज्ञाता
इति हि
इति
श्रुत्यन्तरम्
श्रुत्यन्तरम्
The last part we have to see. The other lines we have seen, the first paragraph. Avadrutam avadharanam kritam avijñātam vijānatam iti पूर्व मंत्रेण अवधृतं भवति. यदि ब्रह्म अत्यन्तम् अविज्ञातं तर्हि को भेदः अस्ति लौकिकानां ब्रह्मविदा मध्ये अविशेषः नास्ति. भेदः नास्ति, अविशेषः प्राप्तः. नॉन डिफरेंस. There will not be any difference between the knowledgeable and the illiterate. लौकिकानां अज्ञानिनां अत्यंत अज्ञानी, completely ignorant of Shastram, then what to talk of Brahma, and those who know Brahma. Between them, there will be complete non-difference. If Brahma is not known, not knowable, avijñātam Brahma, avijñātam vijānatam, iti paraspara viruddham, it is mutually contradictory. Therefore, katam tad Brahma samik, katam tad Brahma viditam bhavati, samik viditam bhavati iti evam arthamaha. How that Brahma, without any doubt, as it is, how that Brahma can be known. It is known. Pratibodha viditam matam viditam. Bodham bodham pratividitam. Bodham pratividitam. Every bodha. Bodha ityukte bodha pratyaha bodha. Bodha shabdena bodha pratyaha uchyante. Bodha. Bodha by bodha shabda pratyas are referred to thoughts. Vritti. Pratyaha. Bodham prati. In every thought it is viditam bhavati. Dharma viditam bhavati. Sarve pratyaha vishaye bhavanti. All pratyas are objectified for which that Atma sarva bodhan prati buddhyate. That Atma is recognized with reference to all the pratyas, all the cognitions. Therefore, all the thoughts, they are nothing but the appearance of consciousness, Chaitanya. We give reality to thoughts and therefore get bound. But thoughts are nothing but Nama Rupa. They are appearance of Chaitanya Meva. That is why bodham prati viditam. All thoughts, the Vishaya Bhavanti, they become the object. They are objectified for whom? But for that Atma. Therefore, with reference to Atma, with reference to all cognitions, Sarva Bodhan Prati, this Atma is Buddhyate, Atma is known, recognized. All thoughts, all pratyas are objectified by, they come to objectification, they are objectified by Atma. They come to light in the presence of Atma. Therefore, they become the medium of recognition of Atma. Thoughts are illumined by Atma. Thoughts are illuminated by Atma. Otherwise, thoughts manifest the Atma. Therefore, it is manifesting medium. So therefore, there are two things: pratyaha, vritti, and chaitanyam. Vritti and chaitanyam too. Vrittis are jada. Vrittis are jada. Sukshma jada. The jada vastu eva. They have the ability to manifest Atma. And Atma is recognized through them. So therefore, without thoughts, this Atma cannot be recognized. Therefore, bodham prati viditam bhavati eva recognized. Therefore, when thoughts are there, Atma is recognized. In the absence of thoughts, where is the recognizer? The recognizer itself is not there. All thoughts are recognized by whom? That is not recognizable in the absence of thoughts, because there is no upadhi, there is no manifesting medium. As Sharira Manasangata is the upadhi through which the Chaitanya manifests. Similarly, at the level of Antakaranam, this Pratyas become the medium, manifesting medium. Pratyas comes and go, they change, but Atma doesn't change. Therefore, bodham prati Atma buddhyate. Bodham prati Atma buddhyate. Sarva pratyaya darshi. It is the darshi of all the pratyas. Chit shakti swarupa matraha. Chit shakti. It has the shakti of nature of consciousness, chaitanyam. Tadeva swarupaha, that is chit shakti swarupam. Chit shakti is swarupam yasya atmanaha. That alone is chit shakti swarupa matraha. Chit swarupam eva. Chit shakti swarupam eva. The mayura vimsakari samasa. Matra it is eva. Pratyeshu, pratyeshu. Akya is karmani vakya. Lakshyate. What is lakshyate? Sarva pratyaya darshi. That which is the darshi, seer, the illuminator of all the pratyas, which is of the nature of the consciousness, power of consciousness. Pratyahi by the pratyas. Pratyeshu avishishtataya, not varying. Pratyas vary, but as invariable, it is lakshyate. Pratyahi lakshyate. So pratyaya becomes the medium for the manifestation of the Atma. So Atma is invariable, that is recognized in all the variable pratyaya, the thoughts. Pratyahi pratyayeshu avisishtataya lakshyate Atma. Is there any other means of recognizing? No. Na anyat dvaram asti. Another dvaram, another sadhana, another means, another way. Dvaram is gate. Gate means it is here sadhana. There is no other way, there is no other means of knowing the Atma. Anyat dvaram na vidyate atmajnanaya. Ataha pratyayatmataya. Pratyayanam pratyayatma. Tasya bhavaha pratyayatmata taya. Pratyayatmataya. Therefore, pratyayatmataya Brahma yada viditam bhavati. When Brahma is known as pratyayanam pratyahatma, as the content of every pratyaya, content of all thoughts. Yada Brahma, the content of all thoughts minus the pratyaya, which is nothing but Namarupa. Therefore, it is Chaitanya Meva. Therefore, content of all thoughts is Brahma. Therefore, yada Brahma viditam bhavati, tada Brahma, tat Brahma, matam bhavati, viditam bhavati, samyak darshanam bhavati. Iti. Then only Brahma is understood. Samyak viditam bhavati. Samyak iti padena samshaya ragita jnanam bhavati. There is without any doubt. Without any doubt, iti Brahma samyak darshanam bhavati. Sarva pratyaya darshitve cha upajanana Apaya Varjita Drik Swarupata Nityatvam Vishuddha Swarupatvam Atmatvam Nirvisheshata Ekatvam Cha Sarvabhuteshu Siddham Bhavati. Upajanana is Janma. Upajanana, Janana, Upajanana, growth. Apaya, decay. Chaitanyam doesn't increase or doesn't decrease. Therefore, Upajanana, Apaya, Varjita, Drik Swarupata, which is of the nature of Drik, always a seer, never seen, cannot be objectified. It is always the seer, Drik Swarupada, the status of being the seer. That is the nature of the Drik, Chaitanyam. Sarva Pratyaya Darshitve, with regard Sarva Pratyaya Darshitve Sati, with regard to Sarva Pratyaya Darshitvam, witness of all the thoughts. Yadi Sarva Pratyaya Darshitve Sati, Brahmanaha, Upajanana Apaya, Varjita Drik Swarupata, the Nityatvam, the status of being there all the time, free from time. It doesn't come to time, doesn't come to existence in time, doesn't go away. Therefore, Jananam Nasti, Apaya Hapi Nasti, Varjita, devoid of. Upajanana Apaya Varjita. Upajanana Apaya Varjita, Drik Swarupata. Drigeva Swarupam, Yasya. Drigeva Swarupam, Drik Swarupam. Tasya Bhavaha, Drik Swarupata. And the Drik Swarupam is Janana Upaya Varjitaihi. Janana Upaya, Janana Apaya Apayena Varjitaha. It is free from Janana and Apaya. And Nitya, it is Nityaha. It is Vishuddha Swarupatvam, Vishuddham Swarupam. Yasya Atmanaha Sahatma Brahma, Vishuddha Swarupam, Tasya Bhavaha Vishuddha Swarupatvam. Of the nature of pure, it is never contaminated, not contaminated by the thoughts. Pratyaya cannot contaminate Chaitanyam. Thoughts come and go, like Sharira come and goes. Thoughts also come and go. These thoughts do not taint the Chaitanya Atma. Like the scenes comes and go. The screen is never touched by the scene. Similarly, therefore we should always pure. Then Atmatvam, Swarupatvam, Atmatvam, Atmat means the status of being Atma. Atmatvam, Atma. Nirvisheshata. Nirvisheshata, it is free from any Vishesha, free from any attribute. Nirvisheshata. Nirvisheshata, it is free from attributes. Nirgataha, Visheshaha, Yasmat Saha. Status of being that. Nirvisheshata. And it is always Ekaha, Ekatvam. It is always one. The Ekatvam, oneness. Sarvabhuteshu Ekatvam. So by saying this, is dismissing the Sankhya. According to Sankhya, Vidna Atmas are many, plurality. That is negated. Sarvabhuteshu Ekatvam. There is oneness of Atma. Because Bodham Pratividitam, in every thought, it is not associated with the thought. Therefore, with regard to thoughts of all, it is the drik, it is the seer, it is a witnesser of all the thoughts. So, for everyone, Sarvabhuteshu, therefore, Ekam Eva Brahma. It is Siddham Bhavati, Siddham Bhavet. Lakshana Veda Abhavat. Lakshana Veda Abhavat, because of the absence of the difference in its Swarupa, Swarupa being same, Yatha Akashasya. Gatagiri Guhadishu Akashaha Yomnaha Iva, like the space. Yomnaha Iva, like the space. Lakshana Veda Abhavat Atmanaha Iti. Atmanaha Api. Space, which is one, which is the, what is the Lakshana of the space? This Avakasha Pradhatritvam, Avakasha Pradata Akasha, Avakasha Pradata, we have seen in Panchadash, which accommodates everything. That is space. Space accommodates everything. Avakasha Pradhatritvam is the Lakshana of Akasha, the Lakshana of space. So that accommodation capacity, the accommodation, that Lakshana of the Akasha, it is same with regard to Gata or with regard to Guha. So that Akasha, which there is oneness of Akasha, Avakasha Pradatratvam, that Lakshana of the Akasha is same with regard to Yomnaha Iva, Yomnaha Ekatvam, there is oneness of space, though the space is divided by pot, giri, mountain, guha, cave, etc. The space is undivided. In fact, all these are accommodated in the space. All similarly, Atma is not divided, undivided, it is ekam. Because of the difference in the upadhi, Atma is not divided, therefore, there is no difference in the lakshya. There is no difference in the lakshana, and therefore there is no difference in the lakshya. Another way we have to say, since there is no difference in the lakshya, there is no difference in the lakshana. Lakshana Beda Abhava, because of the absence of the difference in its lakshana, therefore there is no difference in the lakshya, lakshya atmani, Vedaha nasti, there is no difference. Means Atma is ekaha, ekatvam, ekatvam siddham bhavati. Ekatvam siddham bhavati. Space is one, seems to be divided by the walls of the pod or the wall of the mountains, the guha, etc. Seems to be divided. There is no difference in space. It is one space. And space is avakasha pradatra akashaha. That is the lakshana. Lakshana of space. The lakshana is same. The lakshana doesn't vary. It is same. Similarly for Atma also, the Swarupa of Atma doesn't vary. So therefore, Atma being of the nature of consciousness, Chaitanyam, it doesn't vary. It doesn't vary with regard to the different upadhis. So therefore, this Atmanaha Ekatvam, note that is the Ekatvam is Siddham Bhavati. Atmanaha Ekatvam Siddham Bhavati. So Atmanaha Ekatvam, because of the absence of difference in Swarupa, consciousness do not change. There is no differences in the Swarupa. There is no difference in the Swarupa of the Atma. It is Swarupam Vishuddha Swarup, Vishuddhaha, it is Ekaha, it is Nirvisheshaha, it is Nityaha, Nityaha, it is Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, doesn't change. That is Swarupa. Because of the absence of the differences in its Swarupa, therefore, just like Akasha, which doesn't have differences, it is one and same. So too, the Atma is one and same. So to Atma is one and same. Therefore, Ekatvam Siddham. This is our contention. Ekatvam Siddham. There is only one Atma. Atmanaha Vedaha Nasti. The Veda is Mithya. Upadi is Mithya. Therefore, Veda also Mithya. Walls of the walls which seems to divide the space is Mithya. Therefore, space cannot be divided. The undivided space seems to be divided. Similarly, the undivided consciousness seems to be divided by the Upadi. Therefore, it is not real division. So, therefore, there is no difference. Ekatvam Siddham Bhavati. Sarvabhuteshu Ekatvam Siddham. Then Viditabhyam Anyat iti Agamavakya. Brahma is Viditam Karanam, Aviditam Karyam. Karya Karana Vilakshanam Brahma. It is neither the Karya nor the Karana. Karanam in the standpoint of Jagat. Jagat is Mithya, then where is Karanatvam attributed to Brahma? So therefore, Viditabhyam, it is different from the known, different from the unknown, or in other words, different from the Karanam and Karya. Karya Karana Vilakshanam Brahma iti Avagama. It is Agama. Akyatena Avagantam Shakyate. Therefore, Evam Parishuddhaha eva Brahma iti Upasamgritaha Bhavati. Parishuddhaha, it is clarified. Parishuddhaha means it is Shuddhaha pure. Parishuddhaha, so here it is the Parishuddhaha is clarified. It is concluded, stands concluded without any Ashuddha. Parishuddhaha eva Upasamgritaha Bhavati. Upasamgritaha, the meaning of the Agama Vakya is concluded. Bhashyakara says this is it is the message, it is the message of all the Upanishad. It is the message of all the Upanishad. It's not only of the Kena Upanishad. For that he quotes from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Evam Parishuddhaha eva Upasamgritaha. Upasamgritaha, Upasamharanam. The conclusion is not of this Upanishad alone. What is the conclusion? Brahma, which is Atma. Brahma is Atma. Pratibodha Viditam Matam. Brahma. Vidita Viditabhyam Anyat Brahma. That Brahma is of that Bodham Prati Viditam Bhavati iti. That and Brahmanaha Swarupam. Iti concluded. It is not only of by this Upanishad, it is of all the Upanishad. Tattva Samanvayat. For that the Acharya quotes from the Brihadaranyaka. Iti Anya Shutihi Shutyantaram. Anya Shutihi Shutyantaham. Mayuravimsakadi Samasa. Shutyantaram iti. What is the other Shuti? Brihadaranyaka Shuti. Famous statement. Drashtehe drashta shutehe shrota matehe manta. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manasaha manaha. The same as in the Kena Upanishad. The words are different. Drashta, drashtehe drashta. Seen, drashta seer of the scene, hearer of the heard. Manta, the thinker of the thought, the one who thinks, for whom the thoughts comes to cognition. Vijñatehe vijñata iti. Vijñatehe vijñata. Knower of the knowing is that. So, drashta, shrota, manta, vijñata. This is with regard to different actions. But Atma is Avikriyaha Atma is same. So it is that Brahma which is that Brahma which is what in all the Upanishads present in the same present the same things. All the Upanishads present the same Brahma through different words. Even though the Upanishads are different, the words are different. All the Upanishad presents the same Brahma. Therefore, it is Upasamharanam, Upasamhritaha, Upasamhritaha, Upakramopasamharaha. So, to arrive at the Tatparya of the Shastram here, Tatparya of the Kena Upanishad is arrived at. Because already Upakrama in the beginning, Upasamhara at the end, and between Abhyasa was there. Upakramopasamhara, Abhyasa Purvatapalam, the first chapter was repeated. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, Nedam Medidam Upasate, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, Abhyasaha, Punaha, Uktihi, Abhyasaha, and the subject matter is Apurvata. Abhyasa, Apurvata, Palam also is the Muktihi, freedom. Arthavadopapattischa, all by Upapatti, logical, and Arthavada, Upapattischa, Lingam, Tatparya. We have arrived at the Tatparyam of the Shastra. The Tatparyam of the Shastra is that Brahma is Atma, Tatatvam Asi, Tad Brahmatvam Vidhi. That is the Tatparyam. Drishte Drashta, Shrote Shrota, Mate Manta, Vignate Vignata iti, Anya iti Shutyantaram iti Vridaраnika Shutya Uttam Asti. Therefore, it is concluded. Now, with this Upanishad, this is the important mantra should be over. The Bhashyam to this Upanishad should be over. But Bhashyakara finds this to be an occasion where he takes up the other darshana and he defeats. So here you will see different darshana, Vaisheshika, then Bauddha, Shunyavada, all those paksha one by one he will take and he will defeat all the pakshas. The interesting bhashya, it's a long bhashya. So let us read that. Now, Bodha Kriya Karta Atma iti asya Ekadeshi Matasya Dushanam. This is the criticism of Ekadeshi. Ekadeshi means the paragraph is titled. These are not part of the Bhashya. The paragraph is titled. Because the paragraph, what it says, based on that, the paragraph is given a title. This is not part of the Bhashya. It is good for us to know the sequence of the discussions in the Bhashya. So Ekadeshi, who is Ekadeshi? Ekadeshi, Ekadeshino, Ekadeshinaha, Akaranta Shabda. Ekadeshi meaning those who agree with the Siddhanti in some areas, not all. Some agrees with the Siddhanti in some areas, of course disagrees in other areas. It's Ekadeshi. Partial agreement, partial concurrence with our Siddhanta. That's Ekadeshi. So some say this is a view of Bhartru Prapancha. Bhartru Prapancha was a Bhashyakara before Bhashyakara, a commentator before Shankaracharya. Bhartru Prapancha, who is Jnana Karma Samuchayavadi. Jnana Karma Samuchayavadi. So either we can take Ekadeshi, this argument to be that of Ekadeshi, or we can take that to be a Bhartru Prapancha. So his view is Pratibodha Viditam Matam, that Vakya refers to the action, the act of knowing. The word knowing is the Janati. So Janati means there must be a knower. It reveals the Atman, the knower, the Karta. Knowing is a Kriya. Knowing is a Kriya, therefore it must be done by some person. Eating is there, must have eater. That's why we say Karta is Swatantraha, is primary agent. In Karaka we discuss. Karta is primary. Swatantraha karta. Swatantra karta meaning in accomplishing, in doing the action is swatantraha. Of course, is independent. It doesn't mean karta is completely independent. He has independency in terms of using different, different, different karaka. For example, I can eat by hand, I can eat by spoon. But if I want to eat, I have to use any of the karanam. Without karanam, eating action cannot be accomplished by me, cannot be accomplished by karta. But with regard to usage of the karanam, I have a choice. That's why swatantraha, kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyatava kartum shakyam. In that sense, he is swatantraha. Karanadi apekshata na. So, therefore, swatantraha doesn't mean that karta is not, doesn't have expectation on the other karakas. Karta as enjoys the freedom to use the karakas as he wishes. That is called swatantraha, swatantriyatam of karta. Okay, now when we say eating implies eater, seeing implies seer, doing implies doer. So action implies the person behind the action. Doer is therefore when the doer is, because here the doer is, suppose the doer is not not visible. We can refer to the doer by the action. Through the action, we infer the karta of the kriya. Now, pratibodha pratibodham, when we say pratibodha viditam, it is viditam, it is knowledge action. The action of knowledge is involved, knowing is involved. Therefore, Atma is known. Therefore, Atma, who is the karta of the jnana kriya, the knowing, can be known by the act of knowing. Therefore, pratibodha viditam matam. Therefore, action becomes a linga, an indicator to infer the agent of the action. The agent of here, the action is knowing. So the action becomes an indicator. So through the action, we can know the actor, we can know the doer. Therefore, action becomes an indicator, a linga, a means, a lakshana to know the doer. Here, act of knowing that bodha kriya is from that we can infer that Atma is indicated. The act of knowing is an indicator by which the Atma is indicated. Therefore, here we have the relationship. What relationship? Lingya, lingita. Indicator, indicated. Sambandha is there. So that is what this Ekadeshi or this Ketik Bhatra Prapancha is due. So his contention is dismissed by Bhashyakara. First he presents his contention and then he dismisses. So this is simple. An action implies the actor, the doer. Through the action, the doer is inferred. The action indicates a doer. So there must be, therefore, since the doing involves doer, therefore the doing becomes the indicator of the indicated doer. So this is what the view of this Ekadeshi. Bhashyakara presents his view and then he dismisses that. Why he dismisses? Why can't we accept? Because it has dosha. We'll see that. So we have to understand first the view, the contention of the Purva Pakshi. Let us read. Yada punaha
Yada punaha
bodhakriya karta iti
bodhakriya karta iti
bodhakriya lakshanena
bodhakriya lakshanena
tat kartaram vijanati iti
तत्कर्तारं विजानाति इति
बोधलक्षणेन
बोधलक्षणेन
विदितं प्रतिबोधविदितम् इति
विदितं
विदितं
प्रतिबोधविदितं
प्रतिबोधविदितमिति
व्याख्यायते।
व्याख्यायते।
यथा
यथा
यः वृक्ष शाखाः चालयति
यः वृक्षशाखाः चालयति
सः वायुः इति
सः वायुः इति
तद्वत्
तद्वत्
तदा बोधक्रिया शक्तिमान्
तदा बोधक्रियाशक्तिमान्
आत्मा द्रव्यम्
आत्मा द्रव्यम्
न बोधस्वरूपः एव।
न बोधस्वरूपः एव।
The contention of the Ekadeshi is presented. Vyakyayate iti vyakyayate. Bodhalakshanena viditam pratibodha viditam iti vyakyayate. Bodha is the lakshana. Lakshana lakshita sambandha. That is the view of Ekadeshi. Lakshana lakshita. Bodha, the knowing. Bodha lakshanena Brahma viditam bhavati. Brahma is lakshitam bhavati. Pratibodha viditam iti vyakyayate. Yada punaha bodhakriya karta. Bodhakriya karta is bodha iti kriya. Bodhakriya yaha karta. The doer of the bodhakriya. Bodha is knowing. That's a kriya. That's a karma, action. Bodha iti kriya, bodhakriya. Bodhakriya yaha karta. Bodhakriya karta. Bodhakriya karta iti, the doer, the karta, the doer, the knower of the action of knowing. Bodha. Iti, kaha iti, atma. Bodhakriyayaha karta atma iti. Atma iti vyakyayate. Bodhakriyayaha karta atma iti. Iti purva pakshinaha siddhantaha. Atma is the doer, is the karta of the action of knowing. How you say? Bodhakriya lakshanena. Lakshana, the linga, indicator. Bodha, the knowing, which is an action. By the act of knowing, that is the lakshana. Bodhakriya iti, bodhaha iti kriya, bodhakriya. Bodhakriya, ita lakshitam bhavati. Bodhakriya, cha tat lakshanam. Bodhakriya is the lakshana. So bodhakriya lakshanam is karvadare samasa. Bodhakriya, cha tat lakshanam tena. Bodhakriya lakshanena. By the lakshana, by the indicator which is the bodhakriya, the action of knowing. Tat kartaram, kriyayaha karta. Tat karta, kriyayaha karta, bodhakriyayaha karta. Tat referring to the kriya which is bodha. Tat kartaram vijanati. Tat kartaram vijanati, it is, one knows. Through the kriya, bodhakriya, the bodhakarta is known. Bodh is known. Bodhakarta is known. Iti bodha lakshanena viditam bhavati. Through the indicator, which is bodha, the knowing, that karta is viditam bhavati. Karta is viditam bhavati. Bodha lakshanena viditam bhavati. Known through the lakshana, the indicator of the bodha, the knowledge, knowing. So the action of knowing, the bodha karta is known. Pratibodha viditam iti Pratibodha Viditam. The knower is known by the action of knowing. So the knowledge is there. Knowledge is produced. How the knowledge is produced? Without the knower, without the person, the karta being there. Knowledge cannot be produced. Therefore, the knowledge is there because the knower is there. The Bodha Kriya Lakshanena, one who has Bodha Kriya. So Bodha Kriya is a Lakshanam and Lakshya is Bodha Kriya Karta. Bodha Kriya is a Lakshanam indicator and Lakshya is Bodha Kriya Karta. This is inferred. How? Like an example is given. Vriksha Shakaha Chalayati. Yaha Vriksha Shakaha Chalayati Saha Vrikshasya Shaka. The one who causes the Shaka, the branches, to move. That is Vayuhu. So there is a Chalayita. Chalayitra is there. Chalayita is there. Who is a Chalayita? Vayuhu. Because of Vayu, there is the movement of the Shaka, the branch of the trees. So the movement of the branch of the tree is an indicator of the one who causes the movement. Who is that Vayu? Therefore, indicator, Lakshana, Lakshita, Sambandha is through the action of Chalana, the Kriya, the Chalayita is known. The Chalana Kriya is there for the Vriksha. Through that Chalana, the Chalayita is known, inferred. Similarly, iti tadvat, the same way, Bodha Lakshanena Viditam Pratiboditam iti Vyakyayate. The one who causes the Shaka to move, Chalayita, it is Vayugu. Karayita is Vayugu. Is the one who causes, causal doership, Prayojaka Karta. Similarly, here, Atma has the status of being the knower. When there is cognition, then Atma is behind it. So, Atma, the knowledge is there, cognition is there, therefore, the knower, the Atma is there. So, therefore, Atma is Bodha Kriya Shaktiman, is endowed with the Shakti, the power, the act of knowing. If Bodha doesn't take place, for example, if Bodha is not there, so Bodha Kriya Shaktiman, therefore, Bodha Kriya Shaktiman is Atma. Bodha Kriya Shaktiman, Shaktiman, one who has Shakti. Suppose if Bodha is not there, then no cognition. If Bodha doesn't take place, if Bodha is not the one who is endowed with the act, if Bodha doesn't take place, the knower cannot be, Atma cannot be known. So through Bodha Kriya, we infer the Bodha. Like the Vriksha moves, the tree, the branch of the tree moves. From that, Vayu is inferred. Suppose it doesn't move, it means just mean Vayu is not there. So this is one thing. This is to the action, the actor is known. Fine. But there are some occasions where there is no Bodha Kriya, like in Sushupti, etc. Then what happened to the Atma then? This is one thing. Then here, because of the Bodha Kriya, the Bodha Shaktiman Atma, which is Dravyam, the word Dravyam. Dravyam is a substance, material substance. Dravyam. Atma has to be Dravya. Because it is endowed with the Shakti. Shakti asya asti iti Shaktimat, endowed with Shakti. The power, the potential, the potentiality that is there in Atma. What is the potentiality? What is the Shakti? The Shakti, the power of knowing. This Shakti manifests not all the time. I have the ability, I have the power of speaking. So I don't speak all the time. The Shakti is there. The person has Shakti to lift, and all the time he lives. So the Shakti manifests. The manifestation of the Shakti. Potentiality is there, and that manifests. So, similarly, Atma is endowed with the power of act of knowing. It means Atma becomes a Dravya only. Atma becomes a Dravya, it is a substance. Because when we say endowed with, it is endowed with. Therefore, Atma must be a substance. Substance means it is inert. It is Dravyam. Atma is Dravyam. Shaktiman, the Shakti manifests when the occasion arises. When there is no occasion, then Shakti doesn't manifest. The Shakti is there. Similarly, when Bodha doesn't take place, then there is no Bodha Kriya. Therefore, we cannot say Atma is not there. He says Atma is Dravyam. It is inert. The Shakti, that power of knowing is there in Atma. It is Dravyam. It manifests when the occasion comes. So Atma is like that. Because of Bodha Kriya, we say Atma is Chetana. Because of Bodha Kriya, because of the act of knowing, we say it is Chetana. But Atma is not Bodha Swarupaha. It is Dravyam. It is a substance. It is endowed with the power of the action of knowledge. Therefore, Atma na Bodha Swarupaha. We cannot say Atma is of the nature of Chaitanyam, consciousness. That is not the Swarup of Atma. This is what the Purva Pakshi. Bodhakriya Shaktiman Atma Dravyam Bhavati. Yata Vayu Dravyam Bhavati. Because of Vayu, the Vayu is inferred from the movement of the branches of the tree. Vayu, it must be a Dravyam. Similarly, Bodhakriya Shaktiman. Vayu is endowed with the Shakti, the power to move. Similarly, the Atma is endowed with the Shakti to know. Because it is endowed with the Shakti, therefore it is a Dravyam, it is a substance. Therefore, Atma is not Bodha Swarupaha. Vayu as the Shakti manifests through the Upadhi Vriksha. Similarly, Atma is Dravya. It manifests through the Upadhi Pratyaya. So therefore, Atma is not Bodha Swarupaha, it is Dravyam, it is a substance alone. Therefore, Sattva Chitta Jnanam, these are all not the Lakshana, the Swarupa of the Atma. This is what the contention. So therefore, Atma na bodha swarupaha dravyam eva. It is just a substance. And Atma is inferred from the action of knowing. So being dravya, now we say, let it be dravya. Then if it is dravya, then it contradicts the statement of the Shruti. The Ekadeshi, he cannot say anything against the Shruti. If he says against the Shruti, then we can dismiss them. But it's not against the Shruti. But what he says is dravyam, that is not supported by the Shruti Vakya. That the Acharya would say later, but before that, he shows a fallacy in his argument. His argument is Atma is dravyam. Atma is dravyam means dravyam is, it is achetana. Atma is achetanam. Natu bodha swarupaha, not of the nature of consciousness. It is dravyam, a substance. Now, for that we say, let us read the next sentence. Bodha tu jayate vinashyati cha.
बोधः तु जायते विनश्यति
विनश्यति च
यदा बोधः जायते
यदा
यदा
बोधः
बोधः
जायते
जायते
तदा बोधक्रियया सविशेषः
तदा बोधक्रियया
बोधक्रियया
सविशेषः
विशेषः
यदा बोधः नश्यति
यदा
यदा
बोधः
बोधः
नश्यति
नश्यति
तदा नष्टबोधः
तदा
तदा
नष्टबोधः
नष्टबोधः
द्रव्यमात्रं निर्विशेषः
द्रव्यमात्रं
द्रव्यमात्रं
निर्विशेषः
तत्रैवं सति
तत्रैवं
तत्रैवं
सति
सति
विक्रियात्मकः
विक्रियात्मकः
क्रियात्मकः
सावयवः
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 अनित्यः अशुद्धः इत्यादयः दोषाः
अनित्यः
अनित्यः
अशुद्धः
शुद्धः इत्यादयः दोषाः
परिहर्तुं न शक्यन्ते
परिहर्तुं
न
शक्यते
शक्यन्ते
So Atma is achetana, it is dravyam, he says, like Vayu is like Vayu, it is achetana, it is endowed the Shakti, so too, as a Vayu can be inferred, so the Atma can be inferred, it is dravyam alone, it is substance alone, can be inferred from the act of knowing. This is contention. This contention may look, those means studied Shastram for already we are we got much oriented with the view of the Shastram. Therefore, it may look ridiculous for us. But this is how people think also. Scientists do not accept Atma. For them, everything is subject to investigation, subject to research. Therefore, everything comes under science. Atma is not the subject matter of science. So the consciousness, they also say consciousness arises when it just comes and goes, it arises. When the situations are conducive, then consciousness is born and it is gone. So no idea about what the Chaitanyam is. They don't have any idea. So this idea is common. So for those who are already familiar with what the Upanishad, the Shastra, the Tatparim of the Shastra, for us, it is ridiculous. This argument is ridiculous. Uh, we cannot think in the line of science. We know very well that limitations of science. Science can deal with only those which can be objectified. We are talking about that which that which cannot be objectified, that which is the witness, that is the sakshi of everything. The sakshi cannot be contained in a test tube. The sakshi cannot be investigated in a lab. The one who investigate is what the sakshi is. Chaitanyam is. The investigator cannot be investigated. So, because he is not an object, the investigator, the swarupa of the investigator is not an object. Investigator implies investigated. The investigator has to be an object. That is the limitation of this science. So science has got limitation with regard to its scope. Above science is this Shastra, which talks about the very person who investigates, the swarupam of the investigator, swarupam of the scientist. Scientist can investigate things other than himself. Who is that very person, the source, the nature of the scientist, the one who investigates, that is not the subject matter of science. So, Atma Dravyam, this is how even the well-educated, well-informed person think, scientist think, Dravyamiti. Because there is we have a Drishtanta. So, Vayuhu chalayati vrkashakaha, tadvat Atmanaha api, Atmanaha api, Atma api bodhakriya shaktiman. Tadvat Atma api, Tadvat Atmani sati, bodhakriya, bodhanakriya, बोधनक्रिया भवति प्रत्ययेषु बोधं बोधं प्रति प्रत्ययेषु प्रत्ययेषु प्रत्यगात्मतया विद्यमानः आत्मा न तु विषयः इट इज दी सर्व प्रत्यय दर्शी it is sarva pratyaya darshi. How can that be the vishaya of the pratyaya? Not possible. To be the vishaya of the pratyaya, it has to be a dravya, it has to be an object, it has to be something other than its. Then it is an object. It must be, it is not atma. Other than atma is all are achetana, it must be a jada. That's what he says. Atma dravya means what? Atma is jada. Now bodha swarupaha. Then how bodha swarupaha, how this power of Shakti comes, that manifests. It has this Shakti, and Shakti manifests like the Vayoga Shakti manifest. That manifests and that can be inferred from the movement of the Shaka. Similarly, this is the contention. But we say, Bodhaha Jayate. Bodhaha Jayate, Bodhaha Vinashyati. So Bodhaha, the knowledge is born, the knowledge is gone. When there is pratyaya, when there is cognition, there is knowledge. Pratyaya gone, the knowledge is also gone. So with the knowledge gone, with the gone knowledge, that Atma is also gone. So therefore, Bodhaha, the knowledge, Jayate, and it is Vinashyati, it is perishes, destroyed. So Jayate, when the knowledge is born, Yada Bodhaha Jayate, Tada Bodha Kriyayaha Savisheshaha, Visheshaha means that quality. Visheshena Sahavartate, Bodha Kriyaya Savisheshaha Atma. So Atma is, when Bodha happens, when knowledge happens, then Atma is endowed with the Vishesha, the guna, the quality of knowing. Visheshena Sakavartate, attribute. Atma becomes Savisheshaha. The knower who is endowed with the quality of knowing. Now this quality comes and goes. The quality of Atma, this quality of Atma comes and goes. Bodhaha Jayate, Bodhaha Vinashyati. When Bodhaha Nashyati, when knowledge perishes, then what happened to the Atma? It is Nashta Bodhaha. The knowledge is destroyed. Nashtaha Bodhaha Yasya or Yasmin. Nashta Bodhaha. Atma becomes Nashta Bodhaha. Then Atma is Nashta Bodhaha means it is Dravya Matrameva, it is Dravyam, it's just a matter, inert substance. It is Nirvisheshaha because that guna, that quality is not there, because there is no Bodha. There is no Pratyaya, therefore there is no Bodha, therefore Bodha Hanashyati, therefore it is Nirvisheshaha, Dravya Matra Nirvisheshaha. Dravya Matra Nirvisheshaha. It is Dravya and it is Nirvisheshaha. It is not endowed with the quality, the Vishesha, the attribute, without having any attribute, without any quality. Dravya Matra. That is, Atma is Jada. When Bodha Kriya happens, Atma becomes Savishesha. When Bodha Kriya is not there, Atma is Jada. This is the argument. So, therefore, it is being Jada. When Bodha Kriya happens, it becomes Savishesha, endowed with the quality of knowing. That is the Vishesha, Savishesha, attribute. Endowed with the attribute of knowing is there for Atma when Bodha Kriya, when knowledge happens. When knowledge is not there, knowledge of the Pratyaya, knowledge happens through the Pratyaya. When knowledge is not there, then Atma becomes Nirvishesha. Atma becomes Nirvishesha. So, therefore, Nirvishesha without any Vishesha, not endowed with any attributes. Now, if you say Atma is, it is Jada. then we have problem. Why? Tatraivam sati, if that is so, Atma is vikriyatmakaha, it is of the nature of change. When kriya happens, when bodha kriya happens, Atma is karta. So kartrutvam is its attribute. Kartrutvam comes and goes. When kriya is a kartrutvam. Yatra yatra, yatra yatra kriya, tatra tatra kartrutvam. Yatra yatra kartrutvam, tatra tatra vikriyat. Vikriyavatvam. Vikriyatvam asti. Vikriyatvam. So bodha kriya comes, when bodha kriya is there, Atma is karta. So Atma is karta, karta is the kartrutvam. Kartrutvam is there for Atma when kriya is there. So when bodha kriya is not there, Atma is not karta. So it means Atma is subject to change. If Atma is subject to change, if it is changeable, what could change? One, you said Dravya already. So Dravya means it must be inert, it must have parts. Therefore, it must be Savayavaha, it will have parts. When it has parts, how can Atma be Nityaha? It should be Anityaha, because that which has parts, that which is put together. Parts means Savaya means it is put together. The different parts which constitute this Atma, which is Dravya, inert, like any other inert being, it is put together. Savayavatvat, it is Anityaha. You can see the Hetu. Savayavaha, therefore Anityaha. Because it is Anityaha, therefore it is subject to contamination, subject to Ashuddha. It has to be cleaned every time. It has to be made pure. Because it has parts. That which is partless alone will be Shuddha, always. That which is partless will be Nityaha and it is Shuddha. But it is parts, therefore Anityaha, therefore another problem, Ashuddha. Not only this Ityadeha, all these things, the doshaha, parigartum na shikyante, you cannot avoid this dosha of the Atma. If Atma is Dravyam, all these problems will arise. Therefore, if all these problems are there for Atma, then Atma is samsari only. If that is the Swarupa of Atma, that cannot be changed. Then we don't have to work for Atma. Already we are in samsara. Fine, this is how it is. But that is not so. So Atma can never become. Atma is always, then Atma is samsari. The Jiva is Atma. Therefore, Jiva is samsari. Then that is Nityaha. Samsaritvam is Nityaha for Jiva. Then Animoksha Prasangaha, there is no moksha then. One need not work for moksha. Moksha Purushartha itself is not required. Moksha Purushartha is still not possible. If Atma is Nitya Samsari, where is the moksha then why do we study Shastram? We don't have to study Shastram to know Atma. Anyway, it is Samsari. Samsari Atma need not be known through the Shastram. It is Samsari, it is available for other Pramana. So Shastram itself has no scope. All these defects will arise. Therefore, these defects we cannot avoid. Parigartum na shakyate. If Atma is Dravya, then it is subject to change. If it is subject to change, because of subject to change, Savayatvam is inferred. Because it is Savayava, therefore it is Anityaha, Shuddhaha, all those things. Savayava, Anityaha is subject to time. Therefore it arises and dies. Therefore it cannot be Nityaha, it cannot be Ekaha, Ekattam, all those things stands defeated. All those doshas cannot be avoided, cannot be Parigartum na shakyate. You cannot avoid all these doshas. Shastra says Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That Brahma Ekaha, Ekatvam. That is what Shastra says. If Atma is Dravyam, Achetana, it is. Dravyam is Achetana. The Dravya Padartha Atma, according to other Sandarshana also, Kanada, that's the next one, you'll see. Atma is one of the Padartha, one of the substance, Dravyam. So if it is Dravyam, the same logic will apply. If it is Dravyam, then Bodha Swarupa is incidental. It has a Shakti. When situation comes, it manifests. Therefore, Bodha Swarupa, na Bodha Swarupa, na. It is not Bodha Swarupa, it is Dravyam. If it is Dravyam, all this dosha will arise. Therefore, Natu bodhakriya shaktiman. It is not endowed with bodhakriya shakti. It is the nature of the very knowledge. It is the nature of very knowledge. Only when you say, then only Atma is avikriyaha, then only Atma is niravayavaha. Atma is niravaya. It doesn't have avayava. Then only it can be nityaha, shuddhaha. Then only Shastram also has validity. So therefore, your contention is defeated. So therefore, you cannot make the Atma a dravyam, an achetana, by making it as a bodha kriya shaktiman. It is not endowed with the bodha kriya shakti. Its nature is jnanam, nipti swarupaha atma. The drishtanta looks convincing, but drishtanta is it's fallible drishtanta. It's just fallacy. We cannot prove a siddhanta by drishtanta. Every Purva Pakshi has a drishtanta. Siddhanti also can give another drishtanta. Drishtanta is only for support, but drishtanta cannot prove a siddhanta. Because of Vayu Vikshachakaha Chalayati. That seems to be a good drishtanta. Therefore, we can infer Vayu. Similarly, when knowledge happens, we can infer Atma. As Vayu is endowed with the Shakti, the power of movement, so too Atma is endowed with Shakti. Seems logically correct. Yukti is fine, but if you apply this Yukti and then say Atma is Dravya, it's a substance, like Vayu, it is a substance, then it contradicts all the statements of the Shruti. Therefore, we cannot accept Shruti being a Pramana. So what you say must concur with what the Shastram says. That is why here, these doshas you cannot avoid when you say Atma is Dravyam. So therefore, it is Ekadeshi's contention is dismissed. Ekadeshi matasya dushanam. Bodha kriya karta. Atma is never the karta. Karta is an incidental word we use. Atma being what it is. It is neither a karta nor any action. For any action, he is not the doer. Being Atma being there, action happens in the blessed by Atma. For action, Atma is not the karanam. Atma cannot be a karta, cannot be a bhokta, cannot be a shrota manta. All the kartritvam is not there for Atma. It is being what it is. Kartritvam is an incidental thing, not for the Atma. It's incidental. It is not intrinsic to Atma. Therefore, Atma is nyati swarupaha. Natu bodha kriya karta. Bodha kriya karta chet, all these doshas will be there. Therefore, you cannot avoid this dosha. Therefore, what you say is not correct. The contention is dismissed. Then Kanadavata Kantanam that we will see next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಕೃಷ್ಣರಂಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.